Substance Designer is all about nodes, and there is a huge library of nodes in Substance Designer, which makes it often hard to decide which nodes to use and when to use. This chapter will surely help you to end all the dilemmas you will have. In this chapter, I will teach you the most commonly used nodes. These nodes are highly important to learn because without knowing about them, you won't be able to work on Substance Designer. Moreover, I will also go through some advanced nodes which will enhance your Substance Graph workflow. Also, I will give you some crucial tips on how to explore different nodes on your own. So let's get started with this new chapter.
Substance Designer, please help me. I'm stuck in these crazy nodes. I need help.
Keep your nodes organized and clean so you don't be stuck like her.
Hello everyone, I'm Zishan Shah and welcome to Z Interactive YouTube channel, your own training institute. So we have gone through our first chapter about the Substance Designer, and now we will move to the second chapter, which is all about top commonly used nodes. So we will go through all different kind of nodes, the basic of the nodes and then advanced level of the nodes, and we'll see different kind of nodes and how we can work them and why they are really important and why you should know before starting any new project. So we will start with the basics like today, and the basic will tell you how we can work with the nodes inside the Substance Designer. So the first thing when you open up this Substance Designer, as you know, you have to create your own substance, or you have this window here. So I'll just go to the create. I'll click on new substance, and now I will choose empty over here because I don't want to use any one of these. Usually I use sometimes the metallic roughness, or most of the time I tend to use empty, but at time I use PBR metallic roughness as well. So it depends what kind of project you're using. If you want to create everything from scratch, so you go with the empty. If you want some of the nodes already there created for you, so you can use the PBR metallic roughness. So basically the only difference is that here you have pre-made outputs, so you don't have to make them. In empty you have to make them. But in this course, in this lesson, we will learn how to make our own like output nodes. So that's why I prefer to go with the empty. Here you can write any name. So I can write here first try or something like that. And I'll press OK. I think I have wrote the spelling wrong here. So once you will create a your package over here, you will have unsaved package, and then you will have your main graph over here. So this is our graph, and inside the graph we will have the nodes. Nodes itself are graph within a graph, but as you all will use it inside your main graph, that's why we call it nodes, and we don't call it nested graphs. So the reason for that is because you'll get confused. Now we have this material, okay, and we can change this material as you have learned in the last chapter, the introduction to Substance Designer. We'll go to the material and we'll change it to plain high res so that you can clearly see what's going on here. Now I need some sort of a node over here just to show around in the panels and to work around. So for example, let's do one thing. I'll go in the noise here and I will take any sort of a noise basically. So whatever noise, it's totally up to you. You just click and drag over here and you have the noise. But the noise at this point is only shown in the 2D view, as you have learned this in your first chapter, which was the introduction to Substance Designer, and we have gone through all the views. So in that last chapter, we have learned about this 2D view. So you double click it, you see it, okay, in the 2D view and also in the properties. So both you can see that. But it's not showing here in the 3D because we just have this moisture node. It's like a single node without any sort of an output here. It's not going anywhere. You can see there is an output, but this output is not going anywhere. So to show it in the 3D view, we need a base material over here. Now, to create a base material, you just have to press spacebar, as you have learned this in the last chapter. Base, I will type here. Okay. And this. Okay. And then I have here base material. Now, if you will click on the base material, you will get a base material. Here, there are a lot of outputs here, but there is no input here. Now, the reason there is no input is because we have not activated the input. So inside our base material, we will double click it. We can go there. And here we have different sort of inputs. Now, this one, I want to show it as a base color over here. So I'll click on if you will see here in the base material, you have user defined maps. In the user defined maps, it is basically false. So I have to click it here to make it true. So as soon as I will click it and the false, it will become true and it will show the input of the base color here. Now, if I will drag it here, okay, so you can see that there is a red dot line. So what this red dot line means, if you remember in the last chapter, we have studied that the red dot here means there is a break in the connection, there is an error. The error here is because this is our gray scale node and this input is for the color node. So we have to convert this into like a color node. So how to convert a grayscale into a color node? If you remember, we have a gradient map. So we will place gradient map between both of these and it will be converted. Now you can see that I have it here in my base color. Base material over here. Now still, I cannot see anything. It's not applied yet. So what I need to do is that I have to simply right click on it and drag and drop over it. And then it will show it here. And you can see that the base color is now here. This one is showing on my screen. Okay. So that's one thing, just to see how things are actually working here. Now, one more thing I can do is that if I delete this whole thing, so you can see that the whole, like both of the views are now black. So this means that there is no like input value here. So I can space bar. I can go to the shape. Okay. And I can create a different sort of shape here. And plug it in. Now, again, the same issue. Have to be gradient map between that. Now you can see that I can view it here. Now, that's one thing. I can view it now because I just right clicked here and I output it here. Like I just dragged it here. So I can see that. So now only the base color is there. So let's go back here, double click on our base material. Now, next thing we have here is the normal map. So if you know what is the normal map, it's like your color value, which gives a height to your object, like your material, with the direction of the light. So if I will turn it on, so my normal map will be activated here. Now I cannot take this one and convert this into a normal map. Okay, because it will not give me the right sort of result. Right sort of result means how I will convert, how I will control my normal now, because I only have this node and there is nothing to control this normal node. So what I can do here is that instead of just directly going and dropping it here, first I will take this node out. Okay, and I will choose a node for the normal. Okay, and then with the normal, I can drag it here. Or simple, what I can do is I have this normal on the top. This is more faster here and then here. Okay. Now, issue over here is that because this is from color to black and white. So this should be a little different here. I have to bring up here grayscale scale like a conversion, and then it will be fine here. Now, if I double click on the normal, you will notice that I have the normal here, but I have to turn on the intensity of it so it become more visible. And because we are using here render OpenGL, so what I can do is that I can because right now it is DirectX, so we will go to the OpenGL and we will make it OpenGL. That's how we can do that. So we can now see our normal map also here. Now don't worry about these nodes, because in this chapter I'm just telling you how like the nodes work and how you can get it on your viewport. So our next lesson will be about these nodes. So don't worry about this in this class at this point. Now I'll go back here. I have that like certain height here now, but I need more of a height. So I have to turn on my height node. So once I will do that, okay. And one more thing, for the normal node, instead of connecting this one to it and converting it into a grayscale conversion, I can take this shape node directly and then I will place it here, because this is already black and white. So instead of doing that conversion, it's better to do it from here. Okay, so that makes more sense. So instead of converting this one back to black and white, then putting it here, then bringing it here, it's better to bring the grayscale directly from here and then there. Now I have this height map, and height map also needs a black and white node here. It doesn't need any sort of a colored node. So what I can do is that simply I will take this output here and go to my height. Now as soon I will do that, it will give me the height information here. Okay, but I cannot see the height right now. The reason is that I got the height here. Okay, but the height is not activated because we have to make sure we have the height information here. Just like if you remember in the last chapter, we have studied about the material and and in the default, the material like tessellation. So this should be a tessellation material. So I will convert this into a tessellated material. Okay, now material and edit it. After going to the edit, I will see here material scale. So if I will turn this on or like up, so you will see I'm starting to getting the height here. So right now my height is quite low. Okay, and I cannot go beyond 10. So what shall I do? Well, the 10 over here is just the maximum default value. Maximum default value means you can go beyond 10 also. Suppose if I will type here 25 and press enter, it will give me more space here. So I can increase even more. So 10, it just shows you like, like this is what you have it. But you can see there is some like quality issue here. That's because we have low like tessellation level, like it's like tessellation factor is 4. Maybe I can change it to maximum like 16, and you can see that as I'm changing, it is changing here as well. Now other issue over here is that we are using a like base color from here. and the base color is basically this shape. So obviously it is stretching the image. So if it is stretching the image, we are getting this like sort of a bad like result here. So what I will do here is that instead of using this, okay, and let me put it back here, I can use some like uniform color or something like that. So I will use uniform color and choose any color here and drag it here. Okay, so that's how it will give me, and maybe I can change its you can see that it's 8-bit. So I can double click the uniform color, then output format, absolute, change it to 16-bit channel. Okay, so then it might give you much more better result. Or at this stage, what else we can do is that we can go to this one, our base material. Then in the base material, I can do the same thing, absolute. Instead of 8 or 16, we can also increase it more, like maybe we can make it 32 or something like that, but I think it's better 16 here. Okay, so but it was already by default 16, so no need to change this one. So kind of a little bit better. And in the next class we will also learn how we can make it more even much more better here. Okay, because still you can see these issues here. That is because if you will go to the shape, just notice how the edges of the shape is. Okay, so depending on this also you get like the same like result. So you have to fix the image, and then we will get this issue like we won't get this issue. Now I hope you have understood till now how the nodes work. Okay, next is we will go here. We have some other nodes here, like roughness, metallic, and ambient occlusion. So we will go through these one by one in our next lesson. Here just I wanted to show you how you can create a node and how to make it appear on the screen. Now one thing is that you cannot save it right now, or you cannot export this as a full package. The reason is that because you don't have like a final output here. So what you need to do to create a final output, you have to right click here. Once you are done with everything, right click here, okay, create, then output nodes. So you will click on the output nodes. It will ask you create nodes for hidden connections. So I don't have any hidden connections, so I will press no. Or even if I have and I don't want to create connections for that, so I will press no for that too. So, and then you will get these nodes. Now here you can see that there is no output from here anymore because these are our final outputs. Okay, so this is our like normal. If I double click on normal, you can see how the normal is. This is my base color. Okay, we don't have roughness, we don't have metallic right now. This is our height. You can see how the height looks like right now at this point. Okay, then we have ambient occlusion. We don't have anything in the ambient occlusion right now. So this is what it will create as an image output, and then it will give it to us. So that's all for today, and I hope you have understood about how we can work with the nodes in Substance Designer and how we can bring it up here on the screen. Okay, before winding up, I can let's do one thing here. Let's close this one. Okay, and let's make a new new graph, but this time I will not create an empty one. I will create a PBR metallic roughness. Okay, and I will type here try to. And here you can notice that we already have everything created, but this kind of looked like a little different than what we have had in the before, like the one we were working with the base material, because here we don't have the base material, we have all these separately created nodes. Okay, so here how we can achieve the same result that we got it in our the previous graph that we were working on. So here what I can do is that same, I can go to the shape, and inside the shape, I will choose the disk. Now I can scale it down as much as I want. Okay, depending on that. So height, I need it. So I don't need this uniform. I can delete this one. I will directly connect this to the height. Okay. Now, what we were else using? We were using normal. So normal, actually we have an input here. So I will just go and put the normal input there. Okay. And you can start seeing that it has started to create things. So here in the uniform color, I can choose any color I want. Okay. Now, same thing. Material default. Make sure tessellation is on. Edit. Okay. And then scale. You can increase it as much you want. So we got the same thing. So this is how it will work if you want to create your Substance Designer nodes, okay, with the pre-made template, without doing without working from the scratch. So I hope you have liked this lesson, and I'm sure you will be waiting for the next lessons. So our next lesson will be about the basic nodes you should know inside the Substance Designer, because those will be like primary nodes that you will be using. Otherwise, if you don't know how to work with them, you will not get the right result that you're looking for. So make sure you go through the next lesson. And I would like to thank you all for all your support, and I hope you will continue to support me. Please subscribe to my channel if you have not subscribed to it yet. And I will be posting a lot of new content, so don't forget to hit the bell icon so you can receive the notifications about them. If you have liked my video, so please hit the like button and leave the queries, questions in the comment section below, and I will surely answer them. If you have any questions, so I'll surely you can leave it, and I'll try my best to answer them as soon as possible. So in the end, I would like to mention this, that please, if anyone who is new and don't know about how the algorithms of YouTube works, so it's basically, if you watch my videos online, it will benefit me. So avoid downloading my videos from my channel, and please watch it online so that my hard work pays off, and I can also get benefit out of these videos. Otherwise, I will not get any sort of benefit out of it. So thanks once again, and soon we will meet in the next lessons. Take care of next lesson. So take care of yourself, stay healthy, and keep learning.
There is one important announcement I would like to make. I have started 3 great membership plans on my channel. I have introduced ZI Friends membership plan, which will give you exciting perks like loyalty badges and priority on comments. I have also introduced ZI Early Bird plan, which will give access to Z interactive tutorials way early before they become public. So you will get all these lessons at once, and you can binge watch them. Last but not the least, I have introduced ZI Premium plan, which will give access to advanced professional tutorials, which you will find at very expensive outside, and I will be giving this at a very low amount of price. So visit my channel now and click on the join membership to get more information. I hope you become one of my members. If you want to learn how to create a highly detailed prop procedurally using Substance Designer, so this premium tutorial series is for you. Join my premium membership plan on YouTube and get access to all premium tutorials. In this tutorial series, I will demonstrate how to use Substance Designer along with simple geometry to create a realistic, smashed up retro television.